If you're watching me on YouTube's, it is I am Queen Tinaful, and that's subjective because I'm getting ready to change my name. Um, it's the Quack Shack over at YouTube. That name is going to change. Just want to let y'all know that the username, the name of the page is going to change. That's happening soon. Just want to give y'all an update. In 2022, the YouTube name will change. Um, I'm not sure what the name's going to change to yet, but the YouTube name's going to change. I am live on Twitch right now at Queen's Revenge Play. Um, if you guys happen to be watching me on Twitch, I hope you guys are watching me on Twitch. I am going to start gaming in 2022. I have come out of my Diablo ban. I hate to say that. I started playing Diablo last night for the 25th anniversary. I've got my Diablo kick back in now, and so I started playing again. So I've got a laptop, and I've now got my computer where I can play and watch the chat. So I will be doing that in 2022. I will start streaming Diablo probably in 2022. What else do I want to talk about? See, there's a few news stories I want to talk about. I don't know what's going on with my Instagram. I can't post on Instagram. I haven't tried right now. That's what I do with my phone. I've tried posting for like the last couple of days and it won't let me post anything. I'm not really sure what's going on, but every time I go to my Instagram, it says, sure, you can post. We're not going to let you. You can try to post something. We're going to attempt to let you post something, but then we're going to say, nope, you cannot do that. Because you don't need to. You do not need to post anything on this. You do not. Let's see here. I wished I'd been at the fair last night. They had the command central and everything from the sheriff's department there in last night. Wow, that's pretty cool. Um, yeah. Okay, let's see if I can post anything because it won't let me post anything to Instagram. So I'm gonna try to post something to Instagram just to check and see if it will in fact let me post anything. Why are strange people messaging me? Why is it okay? If any of you all, and these are for you all that may see this and want to message me on Instagram, my Instagram is Blue Eyed Queen. If I don't know you and I send you a message that says, "Do we know each other?" do not do not ignore me. Either say yes, we know each other, or no, we don't know each other. Because more often than not, I will just say, "Well, then why are you messaging me?" I mean, because I get this thing of, I get a lot of catfishers that message me, which I will call you out if you're a catfisher. Don't get mad at me, but I call you out if you're a catfisher. And so that's what I do. I'm the world's worst call out for catfishing. But let me tell you, this one guy will not answer me when I ask him who he is. He just says, "Hi, how are you?" I'm like, "Who are you and why are you messaging me?" "Good day. How are you?" It's like, dude, I don't know you, so why are you talking to me? It's like I'm not talking to you, obviously. So, okay, let me see if I can post anything because I tried posting yesterday and it said, "No, ma'am, you are not being allowed to post." See if I can post this picture. We're just going to take a ratty looking picture here. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Oh, look, that is such a beautiful shot. Well, y'all can't see it because of the way the phone's done, but it's not even okay. If I could show y'all down here in the picture thing, it's not even showing the picture it just took. It's showing the picture from yesterday. Like it's not. And then it goes to processing. It never goes from processing. It stays in processing and doesn't go any further. So I don't know what's going on. Is anybody else having this problem? If you are, please contact me because I don't know what's going on. I have no clue. But anyway, a few things I wanted to talk about today. A few like little newsy type things I wanted to talk about today. Um, the little brat, and that's all I'm going to call him because he is underage, and I will not use his name because number one, his name does not need to be used in anything in the media. Even though they're going to charge him as an adult, I'm more than sure in all of the murders that he committed. The kid that shot all the kids in the school, in what state was it? Um, Oxford High, where the 15-year-old brought the gun to school. Um, let me just give y'all let me just give y'all a little piece of my where my brain sits with this, because I don't know if you all know like where like what happened in this case. Like I did not know everything that happened in this case. His parents, for his birthday, bought him the nine meal that he took to school. I can't really say a lot of stuff because this is going to YouTube. So I mean, not that my videos go anywhere on YouTube, but I mean, I'm not being monetized. So they bought a 9mm for this kid to take to school. Not to take to school, but they bought a 9mm for this child for his birthday. For his birthday. But here's the kicker. Instead of the parents, because the there was a question of the child needed to be taken to psychiatrists. There was some question of this kid needs help. You guys need to take this child in. They saw the drawings, they saw everything that was going on with him. The teachers pulled the parents in and said, you need to take him somewhere and have him evaluated. The parents said, oh, we can't do that because we can't be off work. I don't know whose idea it was to not send that kid back to school, whose idea it was to send him back to school without any kind of help, because whoever sent him back to school has just killed all those kids. And I know that there's lawsuits now. I don't know how many lawsuits have been filed now, but several lawsuits. I know one lawsuit's already been filed by a mother that had two girls that was in school. One girl had been shot. The other girl was her sister. I'm telling you, whoever allowed him back in school as a result of the parents saying, oh no, we can't be out of work. Oh, they're going to be out of work now. They're going to be out of work for a good long while, 25 to however many years it is, because they bought this child a weapon for his birthday 4 days before he did this. And here's the kicker, and this is what I don't understand. When the parents heard about the shooting, the first thing that the mother did, she didn't run to the school. She texted her son and said, please don't do this. She knew. She knew her son had the capability. So why was she? Dear Lord in heaven, why was she sending her kid to school if she knew her son had the ability to do this? That her son even had the thought process to do this. If she knew that her son even had the thought process, why did she put her kid in school? And the father went home to look and see if the gun was missing. His gun was missing. His gun was missing. His son's gun was missing because the father bought the gun for his son. It wasn't his gun. He bought the gun for his son. They went to the range with it. They shot with it that weekend before all this happened. So they gave him target practice. I just, mm, Lord Jesus, help me. I was so mad when I heard that. This school did not follow any policy. And then they tried to blame it on the school resource officer. Like, you can't blame it on the school resource officer. Like, yes, if he come out of the bathroom without the backpack, somebody should have patted him down. Maybe. But I'm sorry. This is ridiculous to lay it off on somebody else when you, the school, let him back in. After the parents said, I'm sorry, we can't be out of work. They're going to be out of work 25 to life now. And that kid will be out of work, won't ever be back in school. Because more likely than not, they're going to charge him as an adult because he's 15. If they've not already charged him as an adult. I haven't really looked into this. I have a lot of problems with, I'm having trouble with heartburn here lately. And I'm taking Zantac. So I don't know if that's part of my Imitrex causing problems. I've had to take my Imitrex. Imitrex causes chest pain. I'm not having chest pain. I'm just having stomach issues. Don't know if that's the Imitrex. Got to check into that. But something's eating my stomach up. So don't know what's going on there, guys. But yeah, just keep your thoughts and prayers for the kids that lost their, the families that lost their children in that issue. Second, Kentucky. All those poor people in Kentucky. My heart goes out to everybody in Kentucky right now. Um, my dad and I went and donated some money to the pizza bus. They're going up. I don't know if you've heard of the pizza bus. This guy gives people in our town that can't afford to eat, can't afford money to buy food. He gives them free pizza, and he's going to Kentucky. And so, Dad and I donated some money for them to go to Kentucky. To buy whatever he needed to go to Kentucky, and other people have been donating things to him today. And so, surprisingly, it wasn't a lot, and it's really sad. Uh, I don't know how much they'd already put on the bus before I got there, but there wasn't a lot. I was really surprised. Um, but all in all, the people in Kentucky really need our prayers and our thoughts because it's really sad. It's really super sad right now. So if we can just keep them in our thoughts and prayers as well, and people in Upper Tennessee, there was families that lost loved ones in Upper Tennessee as well, close to Kentucky. So it's just a sad situation all the way around. You know, we were blessed. We didn't get hit again, but it didn't come this far down. If those tornadoes had lasted, they would have hit us, but they didn't come that far down into Tennessee. We're kind of middle eastern. It's We're not slap dab in the middle of Tennessee, but we're Middle East. So we have a buffer, and because of the mountains, because we live like in between the mountains, we sort of have a little bit of a buffer. That's why when that tornado hit us, it kind of hit in the middle of the mountains. It was kind of weird. It came through the mountains. If you can imagine, it landed landed down in the mountains. So like you have the Smoky Mountains, right? This storm hit past the Smoky Mountains. So that's why it hit us like it did the time that it hit us last year. So you have to look. A lot of people say tornadoes won't go over mountains. They will. They can. I've seen it happen. My sister, where she lives, I saw it. I saw it skip a hill, and it skipped over my sister's house. I mean, she was standing there at the back counter of her kitchen, looking out the back, and a tornado headed right for her house. And she lives in a modular home, and it's a very nice home, and it would have killed her and her husband both had it hit her house. But what it did is her house is kind of like on a hill because they've got a big piece of property. And her house is kind of like it's not on a big hill, but it's on a hill. And so when the tornado hit, it hit, but it went right over her house, like over the hill. And you could see where it dug in across the road. It just went right over her property. Like it didn't even touch her property. It's like it just skipped over her property and touch back down right across the road. It's kind of like you skip on a record. You know how you skip on a record? Well, it's kind of like what happened, and it touched back down across the road from her and devastated the county right across from her. I mean, you could see straight down where it cut through. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. They lost their dog Lucky, and it was a horrendous time for them. It was a horrendous time for all of us then, because it had hit some of Putnam County as well, through the time, it hit Putnam and Overton County. It didn't hit us like this tornado did last year. That one was really bad. So, but yeah, just keep your thoughts and prayers open for all those people. If you're praying people, please pray for them. If you're people that believe in whatever you believe in, higher power, whatever, please think about them because they really can use your thoughts and prayers right now because these people have nothing. They have nothing. I mean, if you've seen the pictures, there is nothing left. There's no homes left. There's no businesses left. There were thousands of chickens killed. Now, I know that sounds funny, but chicken farms up there, it's like the chicken farms up there. There's the Amazon plant up there. There was the candle making plant up there. Those are the three largest places up there for work, and they're wiped out, completely wiped out, and it's just horrible. It's a horrible thing right now. So yeah. Is there anything else I want to talk about? I don't think so. Hi, honey. How are you doing? I was just talking about a few things I was reading in the news and talking about Kentucky, how blessed we were we didn't get hit, but how horrible Kentucky got hit. Um, it was just horrendous how horrible Kentucky got hit. Um, there was another news story I wanted to talk about, and I can't remember. Oh, this is one that really irks me. Really, really irks me. I'm going to look it up before I start talking about it. Oh, yeah. That was me the day before yesterday. It was horrible the day before yesterday. It was 66 here today. Where is this story? No, there's. Hey, wait a minute. I've got to find this article because I saw this and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Let's see. I know how bad that is, Barbara. Trust me. Oh my gosh. I can't find anything about the one I wanted to find, but I keep finding horrible stories. I cannot find the article I want, but I'm finding some of the most horrible stories. Oh my gosh. This guy killed his 13-year-old son. Oh my gosh. I can't read that. Oh, is that the one about the woman that killed the man in the wheelchair? She took him upstairs and she murdered him. She abused him. Was that in was that in Arizona? No, he hit the guy, right? That was the police officer that hit the guy with his car and he took him to his house. Wait a minute, let me go over that one because I think I saw that in the news. Stole a toolbox from Walmart. A man in a wheelchair stole a toolbox from Walmart. Why would he shoot him? Okay, we're gonna go there. We're gonna go there, Barbara, because I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna talk about it. I don't know why on earth somebody would shoot an unarmed man. So here we go. He's getting out of his car. You need to stop, he says. He's got a knife in his other hand. Oh my. shot him 8 times. He had a knife, but they shot that man 9 times. I counted. Well, I miscounted one. Shot him 9 times in the back. Nine times. Oh, let me think. Let me just gather my thoughts for a second. He refused to comply. How is that? Okay, wait a minute. To be clear, I'm deeply disturbed by Officer Remington's actions. To use his use of deadly force in this instance is a clear violation of department policy and directly contradicts multiple aspects of our use of force training. Now, you tell me, okay, you tell me what he was supposed to do. What was he supposed to do in that instance? He wasn't going to stop. If that man had been on his feet, no. Okay, if that man had been on his feet with that knife and he was refusing to stop, what would he have done? He would have shot him. If he'd have been in that chair, okay, in this instance, okay, and this is just I'm looking at I'm looking at the wheelchair is his feet. Okay, that's just how you look at it. The wheelchair is his feet. I've seen people be tased, and I could give you an instance of where a man got tased and he still grabbed an officer and they had to shoot the guy. No joke. The guy grabbed an officer and put a knife to his throat, and his partner had to shoot the guy in the head. And that is never something you want to happen. Ever. It's still a weapon though, Barbara. That's the thing. He had a knife in his hand and he had the blade out. You can see the blade is slipped out. And well, I don't know what all this stuff is that's laying on the ground. There's a pack of, oh, it's cigarettes. There's cigarettes and something. His phone fell to the ground. But you can't see. Well, I don't see the pocket knife. So my thing is, unless the blade was open, okay, unless the blade was open, there was no reason, no imminent force, like there's no imminent threat. If the blade was open, I can see that. Like if the blade was open, then he was imminent threat is if the blade's open and he's going toward the door, okay, doesn't matter. And I hate to say that. But if the blade was open, the wheelchair are his feet. That's his feet. They have just as much right to use deadly force because that wheelchair is his feet. If that man could walk and he had that knife in his hand and the blade was open, he could have done just as much damage with that wheelchair as he could with his own feet. That's what you have to look at. And I know it doesn't make sense, but I just took that course, the Citizens Academy, and what they teach us is they don't want to use deadly force. They never want to use deadly force. They will use anything else they can in a situation to put a situation to bed. They cannot use a chokehold anymore. They cannot use anything that they would use. They can't use anything like that anymore. So they'll use whatever they can use to disarm the situation. But when someone's got a knife or a gun, okay, and they're brandishing a weapon and that weapon is pointed at you, well, see, that's the thing, Barbara. That chair goes a lot faster than he was going. See, that's the thing. That chair, I we've got a chair like that. I'm not saying I agree with the fact that they shot and killed the guy. It wasn't going that fast, but that chair can go faster than that. That's what I'm trying to say. That chair can go faster than that. I'm not saying it was going faster. He could have made it go faster. They would have chased him down. I mean, they could have shot. My thing is, they could have shot the mechanics of the chair and stopped the chair, right? They could have stopped the chair. That would have stopped him from going into the store, right? They could have done something that would have stopped the chair. They could have put blocks in front of the wheels. They could have done something to have stopped the chair. Walmart could have put boxes in front of the doors to keep him from going in for that point. He could have used mace, but mace in the sense of using spray like that in a public space, you can't do that. You're using pepper spray in an area where there's other people, where you're liable to hit somebody else. It's a, and I know this for a fact. If they spray mace on somebody, if they spray pepper spray, it's not mace, it's pepper spray. If they pepper spray somebody and it hits anybody else, that opens them up for a lawsuit. If it even randomly hits somebody else's sinuses, it can open them up for a lawsuit. So at Walmart, that time of night, there's a chance that they could have been sued by anybody else. I'm just telling you what I know to be a fact. So maybe they were thinking that that's the only way they could stop him. I don't think that's the only way they could have stopped him. No, he's not in the parking lot. He is inside the building. He's going inside the building. He is inside the doors. Because this, like if it's like my Walmart or Lowe's, if it's like my Lowe's, this is going into the building. The way my Lowe's is set up, they've got the way it's set up, that gate where the things that it scans the property, that's going into the building. Like that part's going back into the building. So he was inches from being inside the building. I'm going to go back and rewatch the video. See, I mean, I wonder how long had that police officer been on duty when it happened? Like how long had he been a police officer? Okay, it started in the parking lot. Okay, and he said do not go into the store, sir. It's in the parking lot, okay? But where he shot him inside the door, going into the building. I can't believe he put 9 bullets in him. That's what bothers me is that he put actual 9 bullets into this man. I can show you. Hold on. No, I can't because this is going to YouTube and I'll get copyright striked. Um, and see, for 5 years, I wouldn't think he's a rookie. He's not a rookie, so he knew what he was doing. I'm not going to get copyright struck. What? I'll show you the video. I'll show it on my computer. Hold on. Let's see here if I can do that. I don't know if I can do that anymore. I don't know how to do that. Oh, I can. I think, can I? No, I can't. I can't do it anymore because it won't let me. Shoot. See, this is what I hate about this new apps. If I was doing it from Manicam, I could show you, but where they hit him inside, they hit him inside the door. So the female shows up on the call. She's running to the door. I'll show you. Okay, let me show you. See right here? I don't know if I can show you. Right here's the door. Right here's the parking lot back here. Wait. Back here's the parking lot. Right here's the door into the building. And right here's where he got shot. So wait, it's backwards on my computer screen, but right here is where he gets shot. So they shot him inside the door. He didn't need to shoot him 9 times. I will agree that was overkill. Oh, that hurts to watch. I mean, that absolutely hurts to watch. Ah, I mean, it really hurts to watch. Well, I mean, okay, Barbara, here's the thing. Yeah, he shouldn't have shot him 9 times. Could have shot him once and got the point across. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't go into the building, sir. Bam. I think it would have gone way better had it been a single shot than 9 shots. He was a 4-year member of the Tucson Police Force. Oh, it's Walmart. Oh, but listen to this. He said, if you want me to put down the knife, you're going to have to shoot me. So the old man was goading him too. It says the employee caught up with the suspect, identified later as Richard Lee Richards, and asked him to show a receipt in the parking lot because this is at Walmart. Walmart Lowe's. It's like a Walmart Lowe's all in one, I guess, because we don't have those. Yeah, it's a Walmart and Lowe's. Yeah, it's a Walmart and Lowe's. We don't have those here. We've just got a Lowe's and a Walmart in separate places. And it says the employee alerted him about 6 p.m. that the customer in a motorized wheelchair had swiped a toolbox. The employee caught up with the suspect, identified later as Richard Lee Richards, and asked him to show a receipt in the parking lot. Instead of providing the receipt, Mr. Richards brandished a knife and said, "Here's your receipt." Police Chief Chris Magnus in a statement according to CNN. Yeah, when he was at Walmart. The chief said Remington, a 4-year member of the Tucson police force, also followed Richards while attempting to gain his cooperation and surrendered the blade. Mr. Richards refused to comply and instead continued to head through the Walmart and Lowe's parking lots, Magnus said. According to the Walmart employee, Mr. Richards said, "If you want me to put down the knife, you're going to have to shoot me." That's what he said. later, the team where they warned the suspect not to enter the Lowe's, but then again reportedly ignored the command. The graphic video shows Richards begin to enter the store as Remington tells him, "Do not go into the store, sir." They're across the street from each other. Oh, okay. So Lowe's is one place, Walmart's the other. And it says he then opens fire on the suspect, who slumps over and crumples to the ground after being hit 9 times. Remington then is seen handcuffing the man who's not moving. To be clear, I'm deeply disturbed by Officer Remington's actions. His use of deadly force in this incident is a clear violation of the department's policy and directly contradicts multiple aspects of our use of force training. Okay, so their use of force training is different than maybe somebody else's use of force training. I know that up here we have like some of the best guys that do use of force training. They don't use the chokehold anymore. They have some of the best stuff that they use today. They use beanbag rounds. They use um, they feel like maybe I'm giving too much away, but they feel like those airsoft like little you shoot them out of styrofoam. They feel like styrofoam, but when they hit you, you don't feel like it. Don't feel like styrofoam. It feels like you're getting hit by a bullet, and it will knock you. It'll knock the breath out of you if you get hit in the chest. But what they do is they try to hit you in like the kidney, where it will knock you down, in the legs, like in the groin area, somewhere where yeah. So they use stuff that they know is not deadly. Now, in this case, if somebody's in a wheelchair, I don't know what they would do. Okay, because honestly, I can't speak for them, because honestly, I don't know what they would do. Because in a wheelchair, I mean, you would knock them out of their chair. Personally speaking, I would just knock them out of their chair. And I know that sounds rude, but if you knock them out of their chair, how are they going to hit you with a knife? I mean, let's be honest. All he had to do was come up from behind him and shove him out of his wheelchair, right? The knife would have went flying, I'm sure. And there you go. Bob's your uncle. Knife's gone. He's on the ground. You can handcuff him. There you go. Problem solved. I just don't think he would have been that hard to disarm. I think it's really sad, Barbara. They were searching for somebody out here yesterday. They had the drug dogs, and the city was just eating up where my sister works from my uncle's shop. Yeah, well, the other officer showed up, and I'm like, he didn't even give her time. He didn't even give her time to do anything. It was like he wanted to shoot him. What I'm thinking happened, to be honest, I think he got pissed off when he said, "You're just going to have to shoot me for wasting his time." And there's guys that get like that. Allegedly. Let me say allegedly, because I don't know this officer. I don't know anything about him. I'm not trying to talk bad about the officer, because taking a life is never easy. When I did the thing where you have to shoot the the big screen, where you actually shoot. You go in and you take, you either shoot somebody, or you don't shoot somebody. And I cleared it. I did really well. Shot the guy the second time, and it felt really weird to shoot somebody. And I didn't kill him, but I mean, I shot at him. But to know that you're shooting at a human, and I was thinking about that yesterday. These people, these kids on the streets, they get these guns and they take a life and they don't even think about what that means until it's too late. And police officers, I was watching um, Body Cam. You can watch it on TV. It's an amazing show. It's about police officers' body cam footage. And there was an officer, and I'll never forget this, an officer that ended up on a dead end road. He was a state trooper. He ended up on a dead end road with this guy. This kid took the officer's weapon and unloaded it on him. And when I say unloaded, this officer had bullet holes in him everywhere. I mean everywhere, Barbara. He had bullet holes. I mean, I'm telling you, the only thing the kid didn't do was shoot him in the head. Yeah, didn't shoot him in the head. And I said, that's a saving grace. And he survived. And you know how he survived it? Because his officer buddies, his brothers in arms, got to him in time and was able to help get clot into him, and help get him life-saving help before they got into the hospital. And I never forgot that officer. He'll never be able to be a police officer again. He was only an officer for 2 years. He said, that's the only thing I ever wanted to be. And he said, I can never do it again. You take away your dream. It takes away their dream when something like that happens. One guy, one stupid person took away his entire life. For what? To spend his life in prison. It's just not okay. All because they don't want to live with rules. Life isn't that bad to live with rules. I've lived 50 years with rules, and I don't think life's that bad to live by rules. Oh, it does. I mean, I was married to Bruce for 8 years, and if I had known what I knew in class, I think my marriage would have been better. I really do. I honestly do, Barbara. But he wouldn't let me. He wouldn't let me inside. He wouldn't let me know how things really were. So it always put a disconnect between he and I when I wanted to know, I wanted to know what it was like because I wanted to be able to help him. But when there's that disconnect between the job and your family, when there's a disconnect, when there's no kids and it's just your spouse and you, when there's that disconnect, there's no way you can help. Like you feel you can't help, then there's a huge deficit in the marriage. Oh, but his new wife, I guess, is, really helping him. And I hope she does. I really hope she can because it was difficult. It was difficult when I was married to him because he wouldn't let anybody in. So, I really do hope that she can help him way better than I did. It's sad. I really hate that this officer's lost his life essentially because he made this decision. So sad, Barbara. Hmm. How are things at your house? Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. That's a tough job. That right there is one of the hardest jobs. If not, that one's harder because you're seeing everything like right then. Like right then. Yeah. Did I tell you the one? I don't know if I should tell you this one online or call you and tell it to you. I probably should call you and tell it to you because I can't, I really shouldn't tell it to you on here. I'll tell you the story sometime. It was told to us in class. It was horrible. It was horrendous. It's one I won't ever forget either. Um, I thought about going back to school to become a crime scene analyst because I always wanted to do something else. After I hurt my back, what is there for me to do? What is there something that I could do? I could be a tech of some sort or something. Because we had to work a crime scene. While we were doing the class, we worked a crime scene, and I did the photographs. I just don't know that I would. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I wanted to assist the medical examiner, but you have to be a doctor to do that, just to assist. So now I could go back and get my doctorate, but wow, that would be. I'm gonna go get my MD. Thank you. Oh, wouldn't that be a giggles thing? I'm a doctor. Gosh, I'd be 70 before I graduated. Nah. But anyway, yeah, that's horrible, Barbara. I hate to hear that. Would you send my love to everybody? Tell Mark, did I do that? And Merry Christmas. And I love you so much. Really good. Dad almost passed out on me today. He went to the dollar store. He wanted to walk around the dollar store, and I happened to go in because we were going to go donate some money to this pizza bus that was going to Kentucky. And I walked in, and he was almost passed out paying for his stuff. And I said, just go into the car, and I'll take care of everything. And he said, I said, do you have anything to drink? And he said, no. I said, I'll go get you something to drink. Don't worry about it. I said, go into the car. So I got him something to drink. Well, then I had to go in and get him a candy bar because he needs sugar when he does that. It's not, he don't have blood sugar issues. It's just like he has to have something to eat. Like his blood sugar drops. And so I went in and got him something to eat. And then we went on to town. He was fine. So it's probably his oxygen drops too, and he's supposed to use oxygen. He don't. But they're doing good. Mom's working like a fiend. Daddy's walking really well. It's just that he has these fainting like spells, and so he gets real weak. His back, now that his knee's fixed, his back's bothering him. You know how you get everything else fixed and then something else starts to bother you? Oh, hey, John. You better be glad you come in when you did, John, because we were talking about something horrible. Oh, I'm cold tonight. I had the worst nightmare tonight, guys. Last night, I had the worst nightmare. Y'all know I hate snakes. Well, I don't hate snakes. It's just that I have an aversion to snakes. Like, I don't like snakes. So I woke myself up screaming today. So, um, I dreamt, and y'all know, like I was watching snakes on the computer. Like I can watch snakes; they're beautiful animals. I'm not as afraid of them as I used to be. Now, let's get that straight. I'm not like squeamishly afraid of them. I can see them on the computer. I can see them on TV. I don't get that afraid of them like I used to. But I dreamt that an anaconda, like I don't know why I was laying in the water. Let's figure that out first. I was laying in water on my back. John, I saw you say that 3 times. I said hi. Um, I was laying on my back and there were snakes in this water and they were like pulling them out of the water and then I felt one at the bottom of my feet. And whoever I was talking, this guy, this Mexican guy, and I can't remember, not he may not be Mexican, he could be Guatemalan or um um Spanish, but I think he's Guatemalan. He deals with um, um, anacondas, and he walks through these lily pad marshes on his bare feet, and he finds these anacondas, right? And so I saw him walking through the marshes, and I'm like, I think there's one by my feet. Oh, thanks, John. I appreciate that, even though I look like death warmed over. And I'm like, I think there's one by my feet. And so he comes up, he walks up, and he grabs it by the head and he gets it, and they carry it out. Well, all of a sudden, after they get this one carried up by my feet, I feel something go sliding up under my body. And the guy at the very end, and it looked like my front yard. I know this is strange. It looked like the front yard of my old house. And he's standing on the road, like where the road is. This has got some color to it. So I'm gonna look like I got purple lips. So anyway, we so all of a sudden I feel this something go up under my bed, under my body, and wrap around my body, right? And I see something out of the corner of my eye, and it's the head, and the head is as big as my hand, and the mouth is agape, and like I said, guys, I said, guys, and I'm like, I'm trying not to be too loud. I'm going, guys, 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 guys. I couldn't really be loud because, snakes can't really hear, but they can hear some. And I'm going, guys. And I can't move because the snake is wrapped around my body. I mean, absolutely wrapped around my body. Now, if you've ever watched when they take a snake off its eggs, the body will twitch. That snake twitched around my body and I screamed. That's how I woke myself up. I screamed when that snake twitched. I come unglued, and I could look in my corner of my eye, and I could see that snake's mouth. And that snake, I mean, its head had to have been every bit as big as my hand. I was not even playing, guys. I was scared to death. I woke myself up screaming. I was like, this ain't cute. This is not cute. None of this is cute. So that's how I woke myself up today. An anaconda. Well, I don't think the anaconda was trying to kill me. I think it was just wanting to give me a nice hug. But I did. I went back to sleep after that. But I didn't dream about anacondas. Oh, you're talking to the person behind me. There's nobody behind me, John. Thank you. You're so nice to me, John. So there's my nightmare. I haven't had a nightmare in a long time. Just been a lot going on emotionally in my life lately. I get myself in all these messes. I get my heart hurt. People don't care to hurt my feelings. I think that's what people don't realize. People don't care to hurt my feelings. I can't hurt other people's feelings. If I hurt anybody else's feelings, oh, we don't, oh, that just don't go. Like, you are scum of the earth. If you hurt my feelings, oh, that's not okay. I know. It's like, if Tina hurt somebody's feelings, oh, heck no. The world has ended. The world has ended. I've hurt somebody's feelings. But if somebody hurts my feelings, it's like regular day at work. Don't matter. Let's let the world keep going. The world can keep moving, and it doesn't matter if my feelings get hurt. So that's how things are around here. Would you quit that? My camera is giving me issues, guys. Ugh. I do not hurt your feelings 24/7, John. Stop that. I try not to hurt people's feelings. I really do. I really try not to. Well, guys, I've done about all the damage I can do today. I was going to try to talk about something else, but I don't have enough info on it to talk about it. So I'll wait and do some more info on it first before I talk about it because I can't find the article and I'm going to have to find the article before I can talk about it. But I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. Have great evenings. Be good. Be smart. Do something great. No, John, you wouldn't because I don't need a husband or a boyfriend. Sadly, all I'll do is be a big disappointment for either one of those people. So let's just not go there. Okay? Okay, John? I would just be one big honking disappointment for either one of those two people. So, all right, Barbara, I love you. Mwah! Love you. I love you too, John. I'm going to go and I will be back soon. I'm hoping that I'll be back in a couple of days because The Witcher's coming up this weekend and I want to have all my videos in. And I'll probably not do any more videos this year. I'm not sure though. Take a little break until the first of the year. And in 2022, I'm going to really be consistently doing videos. I hope get them in and out, get them done. Boom, boom, boom. I love you guys. Stay tuned to my Twitch. Stay tuned to my YouTube. Stay tuned to hopefully my Instagram. I don't know what's going on with Instagram. Instagram's got to get their stuff together. Come on, Instagram. Get it together so I can post. I love you guys very much, John. I love you. Thank you for always making me feel like $1,000,000, John. Because you do. You do make me feel like $1,000,000 every day. I love you guys. Have a great evening. Remember to smile at somebody. You never know if it's going to change somebody's entire day. And remember to share the love I share with you with someone else. Because this is a season of caring and sharing, guys. Share and care. Care and share. Bye, guys. Mwah!